the beast being a representation of the devil. One thing to note that was interesting was they compared the beast to Lucifer. Lucifer, also known as the morning star, bears light with him. Not to go on a tangent, but Lucifer and the devil are commonly interchanged with one another, but are actually separate entities, though the same with a long and complicated history. The interesting thing is, in Roman time, Venus's story was that of falling from the heavens. This is due to the way Venus moves in the sky, specifically early in the morning. It is beneath the sun falling towards the earth. That being said, because Venus is visible during daybreak, it is referred to as the morning star. The original correlation with Venus was a positive one. Taking a look at the book of Isaiah, a Hebrew Bible depicting one of the first major prophets in the Christian Old Testament, actually calls an opponent of his sarcastically the morning star. The meaning was not direct, but instead the opposite of what he meant. It equates to, "and he is as bright as the morning star," sarcastically spoken, referring to either his intelligence or his nobility. This would be, again, the equivalent of calling someone a ray of sunshine when they are in fact gloomy. Even more interesting how the word Lucifer was even correlated. The origin's actually in the Vulgate Bible. The 4th century book was a Latin translation of the Bible. This was the work of Jerome, who had been commissioned by the Pope to do this. This was to revise the Vetus Latina Gospels used in the Roman Church. Anyway, the Latin word for Venus is actually Lucifer, or Lightbringer. After Romans had intaken the literature, they began to assume that Isaiah was referring to Lucifer being cast out of heaven, rather than the story of Venus. Satan is described as being cast out of heaven, and new readers began to mesh the two together. The thing is, they come from two completely different cultures. This segment was brought to you by cross-referencing. Cross-referencing. Make sure to verify with more than 2 sources.